Nick really enjoys listening to podcasts. I don't know if you guys do or not, but if you do, I encourage you to listen to Duck Dynasty podcast. So it's a reoccurrence almost daily. He'll tell me what he's heard, what these guys are saying. And yesterday it was, Holly, what's the most used phrase in the Bible? And I said, I don't know, probably something about love. And he said, it's do not be afraid. Oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. I didn't realize that. So then I Googled it, and it's actually appeared in the NIV translation 70 times. And that doesn't even include the variants such as fear not and do not fear. So it's mentioned a lot. So I think God really wants us to not fear. And then I realized, as looking at that phrase right there, it's not a suggestion, it's a command. Do not be afraid. So then after my conversation with Nick, I'm heading into our kitchen, and there, as a table decoration, I have this old hymnal. I Need Thee Every Hour. It's in a pretty frame. And every time I look at that, it gives me a sense of peace. And I thought, just from what Nick and I had just talked about, do not be afraid, and the same amount of peace that comes from when I see that hymnal, it gives me that same peace. And then I realized that peace only comes from Jesus Christ. You know, there's no counselor or drug that can give our body that sense of peace. So all of this happened yesterday morning, and as I saw that, it's like, man, there's a little tug from God here. Well, I'll call Rebekah and see how she feels about it. She is the calmest person I have ever met. Sure, yeah, I can do that. It's like, okay, God, you know, He's not putting anything in my way. So it's kind of a not a subtle tug. It's like, okay, you're doing this now. And I call Pastor Aaron, and yeah, sure, we could use special music. So it's like, okay, here we go. When I think I'm going under,